drunk some footy, lost friends with family, and stumbled on me in the party, watching all night. Remember me with kindness when I finally cease to be. I'll be up there with Maria, Maria of the sea. I won't forget about it, I won't forget about Maria. You want 20 seconds? 20 seconds? Okay. Would you want us to do a song? I'll speak to you. Cool, right, yeah, cool, great.
Blown Away, of course, that's from the great band Skerry Vore, and we've got another great band lined up just now on the stage, the Trongate Rum Riots. Is that correct? Is that the right name?
Yes, that's correct.
It's an unusual name, is it? Is it Trongate in Glasgow?
Yeah, it's the Trongate in Glasgow, from the Trongate.
And how do you get the Rum Riots then?
It originates from the actual riots that took place there in 1888, I think it was.
Oh.
There was a whole thing with a bunch of lords at that time who were taxing rum, and it led to riots. In fact, then the Trongate was closed off with a wall.
Well, myself and Dan, we went down to the Mitchell Library yesterday to try and research it a bit more, because we were getting a bit of hassle about our name, and we realised that the whole of that history has been erased.
Because I never knew anything about that,
Exactly,
about Glasgow. Yes.
It's a conspiracy.
So it was quite a serious riot then? No?
Yeah, pretty much. It started with the fish thing as well. They were trying to control the tax on fish or something like that, and it converted into being about rum, which was a bit...
Oh, I need to look into that myself.
Pre-Victorian.
Sorry, it's mental.
I mean,
try to keep alive the songs of Glasgow, the old Glasgow tunes and the old Glasgow attitude. That's what we try to do.
So that's basically the type of music you play, try to. Yeah. So you resurrect songs as well, or do you write new stuff?
Yeah, we bring back old sea shanties and
really?
Glasgow songs and stuff. Whether they're kind of a lot of old Glasgow songs are good for smaller pubs.
Aye.
A lot of the old sea shanties are good for stadiums and bigger gigs,
Yeah, there's actually 11 of us in the band. There's only 5 of us here today.
Yeah. And we're actually missing, for the first time, all of our Celtic instruments, right? Because we basically went to the wrong place. We're going to hold our hands up. We went to the wrong place. We didn't know where we were coming, so our violinist had to go back to work.
He's got a real job.
Actually,
we all have to do a real job.
I have to confess, it is a wee bit difficult to find us up here. It's a wee bit of Warren in the concert hall to get to bed. Anyway, you are here with the 5 of you, so what are you going to give us first then?
Yeah, we're going to do a song called Maria, which was our first single. It's one that we done, so yeah.
This is how it sounds.
Lover finally leaves you, don't come crawling back to me. I've been dreaming of Maria, Maria of the sea. I'd like to thank Maria for the pill she gave to me. I've been dreaming of Maria, Maria of the sea. Well, I don't have a penny and I don't have a crumb, but I go down to the harbour with some whiskey and some rum, and I drink some for the ocean and I drink some just for me. I've been dreaming of Maria, Maria of the sea. I won't forget about it, I won't forget about Maria. I won't forget about it, I won't forget about Maria. Let's drink some for the dead, for our friends and families, and for all the dear departed, watching over me. Remember me with kindness when I finally cease to be. I'll be up there with Maria, Maria of the sea. I won't forget about it, I won't forget about Maria. I won't forget about it, I won't forget about Maria. When your lover finally leaves you,
don't come crawling back to me.
when your lover finally leaves you, don't come crawling back to me. When your lover finally leaves you, don't come crawling back to me. When your lover finally leaves you, don't come crawling back to me. When your lover finally leaves you, don't come crawling back to me. One, two. When your lover finally leaves you, don't come crawling back to me. I've been dreaming of Maria. I'd like to thank Maria for the love she gave to me. I've been dreaming of Maria. I won't forget about it. I won't forget about Maria. I won't forget about it. I won't forget about Maria.
Oh, lovely. Was that one of your own songs then?
Yeah,
Uh-huh. So you said there's 11 of you, sometimes anyway, aye?
there's nine.
Nine,
or,
nine, aye.
or five
So-
or 11. Or,
Sort of fluid.
Usually we have a mandolin player, we have a whistle, we have an accordion, we have a violin, a fiddle.
yeah. Well, basically, we've went to Celtic Connections, kind of Celtic music radio tonight,
Songs, Celtic.
and dropped all of our Celtic musicians.
So how on earth did you all get together then?
Mainly
we
alcohol.
started yeah, alcohol. We enjoyed drinking together, and we met in a couple of pubs. We got together with a love of sea shanties and mad Glasgow songs.
There were a few bands. There was the Fireside Kicks and the Jack in the Green, and we kind of combined with that and came up with the idea one night over a few beers of having a sea shanty. jam.
Was this pubs, or session pubs, or pubs that you could sing music in? Or what?
Yeah, pubs we just kind of met in, you know. Like,
There was some session pubs. The
Well,
Bay, which used to be in Renfrew Street, was it?
yeah, it was in
West Regent Street.
Renfrew
Mm.
West Regent Street, yeah.
So-
Well, we all love folk music, but we're a bit bored of the whole folk genre. You know, you have to be really polished and you have to play this, that, and the next thing. So we wanted to just get together and play some dirty sea shanties and a kind of punk
There's
style.
always that thing with folk, whether it's a recreation of the original or whether it's something which the folk want now. And I think we tried to do that, so it's about beer and having a good time, which I think originally all these traditional songs were about. So we're certainly not the kind of band that recreates.
Yeah, we're not polished. I mean, we're good musicians, but we don't kind of
No, well,
we don't try to polish our set, you know.
Uh-huh.
We just turn up and do it. But like as I said, we're missing a lot of them.
Aye, well, to
Missing
me,
all of them.
I mean, I thoroughly agree with you, because to me, anyway, the best sessions is an actual session
Yeah.
in folk music, and people just sitting about and enjoying themselves. I mean, they can have great musicians, but it's not necessarily, as you say, polished. In fact, somebody said something to me the other night, and I thought very interesting, talking about roots music, folk music, call it what you want. And you said, you've got to remember, it's funny, but it's not a spectator sport. It's quite true. And so I thought, here, wait a minute, I never really thought about that. Yeah, it's, if you can take part, it's taking part. I mean, yes, I suppose it's a spectator if you don't play anything, but as long as you're in a group and listening, that's really the roots of it, rather than maybe huge big concerts. And I mean, it's a contradictory terms that maybe at Celtic, but there's a place for both. But to me, just the smaller, more intimate gatherings is where it's, to me anyway, it's all about, and that's where all that.
I just got back from Wexford the other day. I was Wexford in Ireland, and we went to a pub, myself and my girlfriend went to a pub, and there was a session going on, and the guy who was singing, it was just these guys don't get paid. The guy who was singing was probably one of the best singers I've ever heard.
Aye.
Like, seriously, and there was 4 or 5 different musicians with him. This guy could project his voice across the whole pub. Even if you were standing behind him, you could hear him. That's just a guy in Wexford. I went in and I kind of took the guitar, played a couple of tunes, and somebody went like that. Would you like to play an Irish one now? I played Spansel Hill. I played Spansel Hill. Would you like to play an Irish song now?
We've been to sessions where the audience is actually told to be quiet. We've been sat there and we've been. If you need to tell an audience to be quiet, then you're not doing the thing. Because a musician's job is not to. Yeah. You've got to engage, and if you can't engage, then you're not doing your job properly, I think.
Oh, well, you're engaging with us then. So another wee song then?
Yeah, cool, yeah. Would you like to do Devil in the Draw?
The devil!
This is, Mama T sings this, Dan wrote it, but...
Let's do this!
Great. So what was that one called then?
That's called The Devil in the Draw. It's basically where we live. There's a wee bar at the corner, and quite often on a Saturday or a Sunday, you'll get maybe 12 or so religious singers hanging out there, and they do a bit of gospel, trying to get people to go to the church, you know.
Oh, really?
And
fascinating.
It's a great wee sound, but everyone ignores them, and they kind of ignore everyone as well. So that's what it's about, you know, no communication. Everyone's interested in buying their booze and getting home.
So where do you play mainly then?
Lately, the last gig we did, I think, was the O2 ABC.
My house, mainly, isn't it?
Well,
yeah,
we did a gig with Alabama 3 recently.
But you play quite a lot around about Glasgow and around about Scotland.
We'll play anything for money, like, but you know, we're kind of.
We'll play anything for money.
Oh, we will. Anyone that says they won't play for money's a liar.
I won't play for anyone at all. This is the first time I've played ever.
But I mean, you don't have a regular pub, for example, that you go into and sing?
Well, we did. I mean, we've had lots of offers to be the house band, but we think that kind of gets a bit stale.
Aye, it might tie you down a bit.
You know, yeah. When you play, I think once a month playing in a band's enough.
When we started out,
in a particular band is enough. But,
our separate bands used to play these, you know, regular gigs, but now, we try to go for things that aren't. So,
yeah, we're trying to get out. We're basically trying to branch out to kind of play up north, play Germany, play
Switzerland. I want to go to Switzerland.
England, Switzerland as well. I'm really hoping for a trip to Tibet soon as well. So we'll go for that.
That'd be good then. So who actually writes most of the songs?
It's myself and Darren, really.
Yourself,
Teresa's written a few, and Eamon's written one. He's not here today. Thanks, Eamon. Cheers.
It's a bit of a strange band in the sense that we all got together out of, you know, lots of different bands, lots of different songwriters. So there's like 3 or 4 songwriters in the band, probably 5 to be honest. And you know, we don't have egos, so we don't kind of judge each other's songs. We just pick the best ones.
They're coming across. They're coming
We've
across
got
well.
egos. But we don't have egos for the music.
Oh, I thought you said Eagles.
Eagles.
We don't have Eagles.
We're doing an Eagles song now.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to do?
I want to do Tequila
Welcome to the
Sunrise.
Hotel California.
See, that's where we start falling out. I want to do another Tequila Sunrise. Honestly.
Just another tequila sunrise.
Can we do it in the same key?
Slowly down the sky.
Drifting by.
Sorry.
But the songs are coming across well, though. I mean, they're good songs.
Aye, thanks.
They're good. So, what are you going to give us, just a wee bit rush today? What are you going to give us to finish up with then?
What would you like us to give you?
Whatever, I don't know what you're going to do. Your material is.
Our last song is going to be called Holloway Boys. It's about boats coming into the harbour, and looking forward to seeing your missus when you get home.
Ah, good, good.
Or someone else's missus, whatever you fancy.
Yeah. Oh, you can do what you want when you get in there.
Holloway Boys. Holloway boys, Holloway for the shore. Holloway boys, I'll be with my sweetheart once more. Holloway boys, Holloway for the shore. Holloway, my boys, I'll be with my sweetheart once more. Father's house, they journeyed out from the street like a tooth from a broken jaw. And I watched you home from the stag that night. There was blood and beer on the floor. Remember the stars in the November sky shining down from the sea. Remember the lane with the church at the end, where the wine and the whiskey would be. Yes, sir. We are sitting outside at the stables at night with a clock and a book and a chair. We'd all gathered around for to sing the old songs. There's a black velvet band in your hair, racing down fast to the side of the sea. Watch all the ships come. Oh, I had bells in my hand, I had you in my arms. I had the smell of the salt on my skin. I say, Holloway boys, Holloway for the show. Holloway, my boys, I'll be with my sweetheart once more. When I counted the days till I saw you again on the calendar that you had made, and I kissed your hand by the open school as the children inside knelt and prayed. They are singing songs to bless all those in peril of the sea. Oh, if I don't return at the end of the voyage, it's nearer my God to me. I say, Holloway boys, Holloway for the shore. Holloway boys, I'll be with my sweetheart once more. Holloway boy, Holloway, oh Holloway boys, I'll be with my sweetheart once more. Holloway boys, Holloway for the shore. Holloway boys, I'll be with my sweetheart once more.
Southerly, 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 blow the wind southerly, southerly.
that was magic. I see what you mean with the influence of the old sea shanties as well there, you know. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. So, I mean, seriously, I mean, are you playing again quite soon anywhere or
Yeah,
anything?
well, we're trying to kind of organise a tour down south. So we're kind of hooking up with the Alabama 3. Yeah, we're going to be doing a Kickstarter.
Ah, right. Have you any recorded material then?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
There'll
can
be
get
some
stuff
there.
on iTunes. We've got 2 EPs up, Maria of the Sea and Captain Barnacle's Dinner Music, both
Oh,
of which
good. Well, listen,
are available on iTunes. You can buy the singles individually, of course.
I mean, do send us in some then, I mean, and you will get airplay. Send in to the radio station, will you please?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I can give you a CD then.
Good, well, there
I'll go
we
and get one. It's in my jacket pocket.
That's okay, you can send one. There's
Get
no,
these things
there's
at
no
the new
sweat.
Hellfire Club as well,
So-
down in the town. They'll send
Yeah,
you
I'd like to
some-
give a wee shout out to the new Hellfire Club
Okay.
in Glasgow.
You do it
That are kind of, you know, they're doing stuff for
twice.
local bands that you know, you've got this breed of pay to play stuff in Glasgow, and every city as well, you know, like you know, bands try their best, local bands try their best to get somewhere, and they're basically faced in the big cities with people who will rip them off,
Aye,
you know.
Terry is now handing
So,
you 2
yeah.
CDs that our manager
So
has.
Thank you very
we're
much.
basically interested in kind of warning young bands that are coming through, and there's so much talent come through in Glasgow. Glasgow's the best city for bands, I reckon, on the planet.
Aye, 100%.
And you know, there's so much kind of, it's not, I wouldn't call it corruption, but I'd call it, you know, selfishness. Like promoters use bands to get money, and I know this.
Glasgow largely is you know, one of the places.
Oh, no, I thoroughly agree with you. So, well, anyway, I hope you have a great time once you organise your tour, and thanks very much for the CDs.
No worries.
And thank
The
you.
Thanks very much for
penalties,
putting us on.
No, thank you very much for coming in and playing for us. It's been
Thank you
great.
very much.
Thank you, man.
So, there we go.
Peace, love, and sea shanty.
All right.
That was the Trongate Rum Riots. No doubt you'll hear more about them in the future.
Celtic Music Radio 95 FM, live broadcasts from Celtic Connections 2015 in association with People Make Glasgow.